7, 1, 2, 5. Are we doing this right?
Nope. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us.
I don't know how you can be this happy when you're cheating on your barber.
Bruh, I wanted to bring it up so I can ease into it. I wouldn't say I'm cheating. I would say we were taking a break and I found another. Like, it's a weird situation.
Are you in love with the other?
I'm in love with the things he does.
There's lust.
It's lust.
It's lust. Damn.
No, but it's crazy how you have that feeling, because I've been with my other barber, my original barber. That's not even my original barber, but I've been with this dude for a while, and I brought my kids like when they were young.
Yeah.
Like Josiah's 9. He's been getting a cut since he's been a baby. Liam's 4. He's been getting cut. So it's been like 9 years, 10 years, probably even longer than that. But due to the COVID situation, they had to shut down the barbershop.
Yeah.
And it was a minute, and I was texting him, and he wasn't replying to me. And then so I hit you about Ruben. So I went to Ruben. You know, he did the new things, you know.
Yeah.
He showed me some
Different
stuff.
angles.
Yeah, you know how that is. Like, that new.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I'm just saying. No, but like, he put the hot towel on me. He did the razor. He did all that. The vibe is just cool.
Inside the loft?
Yeah, the spot is just, it's a cool ass spot. It's a drive, and it's low key expensive. So if I start going there, it's gonna be only once a month.
Yeah.
Because that's $80 already.
Oh, yeah, with the kids.
85.
Yeah. You always cut your hair with the kids? You never do it solo?
The first time I went to Ruben, I did it by myself. But yeah, my kids probably like once a month.
Mm. Yeah.
Because we bald the sides, so it
Yeah.
takes a minute for it to grow out, and we just leave the
That's
top.
what I do too. I do the ball taper. I used to not do that, but now I'm doing it because it
Cost
lasts.
effective.
Yeah, it lasts for 2 weeks. It still looks fresh growing out, you know. But so Art, I'm going to Art on Saturday, 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Fucking he's cool like that. Like he'll because I told him that like I needed my hair fresh for Monday.
You have to have things to do.
Yeah, and he's like he'll open up. He'll always just be like, buy me a Monster, give me an energy drink.
He's back at the shop, or?
Yeah, he's back in his shop. But you know, I was going to Ruben for a while, but he can't blame me because he wasn't open, and also he actually put me on to Ruben because Art's been my barber for years now. But and I followed him to like 3 different shops, and until he decided to open his own. But he moved to Long Beach for a while. He was at a shop out there, and he's like, "Oh, I'll go to Ruben because I know you're not gonna drive all the way to Long Beach." I was like, "Yeah," and then
Man, that's like introducing. Oh, this is my good-looking best friend.
yeah, that's what it kind of was. Yeah.
Like,
You thought I wasn't gonna bust him?
Like, don't put me in that situation, bro.
Yeah, and then and fucking Ruben's cool. I got Tony on. Ruben, that's his barber now. So and we're all cool. Like everyone's good friends. But
now you want me to go to Art?
Yeah,
check that out.
It's a different experience, dude. New moves, like you said.
But my son
He does
loves
extra shit.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. The whole towel thing is just a whole nother element where it's just you feel like you're being pampered.
Dude, so Art does the hot towel, and then he has
a hot towel, yeah.
the massage glove, and he massages you at the end. Yeah, it's just crazy. And it's a cool vibe in there too because it's his shop, and I think he just hired a barber finally. But before it was just him. Plays good music, has beer, you know, the usual. But it's his style. It's not like, you know how everyone kind of has the same style these days, like they all try to mimic.
Type
yeah,
thing.
but his is more like it's that because that shop's actually been around since like the early 50s or 60s, but with his style to it. So yeah,
that kind of leads into the whole massage being pampered, the ghetto massage you're talking about, where I'm
the
trying
hood
to
massage.
look into the ghetto, the hood.
Yeah,
straight out of a garage, like not sanctioned. She doesn't have permits and shit. Not trying to put you on blast.
No, but she worked at a place for 15 years, but she retired and then started doing it little by little, and then the hood found out. It's usually what happens. But yeah, and I think every block I lived in, there's always been like a lady or someone knows a person. The homie's dad used to be the guy that would straighten you out, give you the chiropractic shit, and you would go to him in his garage, and like it's funny because this lady, she puts you on this bed that's legit fucking works, and then she's religious, so she'll fucking do that whole thing to you to make sure you're good. And then does your full body, dude, but it fucking hurts. Like I'm like wanting to hit her. She's on my sides, and it's like I have knots and shit, pulling everything out from your ribs, your back, like, and she knows what connects.
I want it to hurt. That's what I'm looking for.
So
I'm looking for it to hurt.
So the third pass, it's like it doesn't hurt anymore, and that's when you know it's working. It's like, oh damn, a second ago I wanted to punch you, now it's gone, and she goes over it again. So you don't feel it anymore. You're like, oh shit, that shit really works. So, but it connects everything to your shoulders, your fucking face. She does your face. She does your stomach, which fucking surprisingly hurts, and then your legs and feet, and it gets you on the floor, cracks your back, and then does your neck.
Well, it's crazy when you say how it's connected. If you have one little nerve, like say in your shoulder, that can throw something off, like in your back, in your bottom of your leg. So I lay on the floor and I just have my kids get the ball of their feet and just press into my back or my shoulders.
That's a cool thing. Like you can have them walk on your back and all that.
Shit, I want it to hurt. That's what I'm looking for, because I know
Tony's
there's so much stuff that's just.
Yeah, he's nervous tomorrow. He's gonna be fucked because dude, it hurts. Like,
do you eat before you go?
Last time I did, I was all fucking like all like bloated and shit. I was like, oh, this is gonna make it worse. But no, normally I don't. But
my fear is like I'll fart or something if they push on it, because you can't really control if they push at a certain place, and that's what makes you fart. You know what I mean? Like, it loosens up your.
Yeah, my thing's just like I feel like a bitch when I'm like moving and squirming and shit, but it just hurts so bad. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, dude, it's only. I mean, her price went up. It's only $30 for a fucking
good.
full hour.
For an hour,
and cracking your back and doing everything, lining you up, and the full body. Super cheap. It used to be like $20, 25 or some shit.
Well, yeah, because you keep fucking telling people.
no, it's because she's slowed down because she's not letting a lot of people in. So it's like word of mouth thing now. Well, I mean, it's always been, but yeah.
So he's going tomorrow?
Yeah, he's fucking nervous. It's because his back's been fucked up and he's tried going to a bunch of different chiropractors. He even bought one of those like those beds that you lay down. Yeah. Like he's tried a bunch of different shit. And
what happened to him? Or what caused it?
He's just fucking plays racquetball and it doesn't stretch. I don't know. Thinks he's an athlete because he plays racquetball. But so
every time I'd see him at LA Fitness, I'd be like, bro, you could literally play racquetball. That's fine. Do that. Walk over to the weights
and just do it just once. Yeah,
you're paying just to play racquetball. Yeah, go to the fucking park or like go to Orange County. You're spending that much money.
Yeah,
for gas. That's your gym membership.
Yep.
Right.
Just to play and hang with his bros. But fucking what was I gonna say?
Well, I just canceled my 24-hour fitness pass.
I canceled my LA Fitness because my new place has a gym.
Well, not even that. Well, that's dope for you, but I canceled because I was looking at the regulations. You have to.
Oh, it's gonna suck.
Bruh, you have to make an appointment, like a reservation. Mm-hmm. You can only work out for an hour. You can't play basketball. There's no sauna.
Dude, so I heard everything today.
Bro, that's 85% of why I go.
So the side project I got going right now, this dude, he does all the AV for every LA Fitness and a bunch of gyms around the country. So that's his business. So he goes in there, like installs the TVs, the speakers, like everything you see in there that's like fucking this type of shit, connecting stuff, that's him. So that's his business. But he was telling me, he's like, dude, fucking gym's not even worth it right now. They're taking out every other machine. They hired a company to do that. They're putting them all in the fucking basketball courts. Some people are actually turning the basketball courts into like spaced out like Pilates yoga or some shit. Yeah.
Fuck that.
But they are gonna soup up their shit in the meantime to try and incentivize people once it gets back to come back, because they know they're gonna get like a 30% drop. And then that's where I come in and what we're working on.
Bro, and then they try to sell you on this fucking app that I'm not gonna go on this 24 and go. See what type of workouts they're doing.
That's part of the thing.
What the fuck? That shit don't even.
No, dude, trust me. I know how they're doing it, and it's horrible. And like,
it gives me no incentive to want to go do shit.
I'll tell you off air, but there's a whole fucking thing. It's terrible.
And the like I said, 80, and then they have no childcare.
Yeah,
that's obviously you can't use the water fountains, but it's just I'm paying $100 a month for me, Melissa, and
if
for the
equipment wasn't so expensive, I'd fucking love to do that shit at home.
Dude, you can. It's me and Melissa were looking into it. If we spend $1,200, 13 max, we can get the squat rack, we can get the bench, we can get the weights for that much.
You have the spot for it though.
Yeah.
Or the room for
and
it.
I have the bag, we have a treadmill and shit like that. So if we just set up our own thing, it's the same as if I was to pay or a whole year for 24 Hour Fitness.
The only thing that I'm gonna miss is the sauna. Love the sauna.
That's why I either go to LA Fitness or 24 Hour Fitness. Is just sauna and basketball.
Yeah.
If you're just gonna take that away from me, well, then then I'll just go. We live in the Inland Empire. I'll go stand outside and just fucking in the sun like this, and I'll go play basketball.
Yeah.
Or I'll play basketball in the sun, obviously.
Yeah, I wanna. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm gonna miss. But I was talking to my complex today, and they were like, I was like, so what's going on with the gym? Because I want to know. And he was like, oh, we're planning on opening mid-month because like I guess everywhere's approving it now in Orange County and a bunch of places. And he's like, but I think we're not sure. We're figuring out what we're gonna have to do with sanitizing and everything. But I think we might schedule people in. I'm like, bro, that's gonna suck because I'm gonna want to work out in the morning before work.
Well, that's gonna last for once they open. It'll last for a good month, and people stop going.
Yeah, and people are gonna complain like, "Yo, lower my bill."
Yeah.
Like
apartments, they use it right when they move in because they're excited and shit like that.
Yeah,
and then it's like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and
they know it's there, so they're not gonna use it for some reason.
But I'm like really close, and I know I'll fucking use it because that was my thing. It's like I didn't want to drive.
And you're really right on the beach, so you're not gonna want to look like a fucking
yeah, no, that's true. And now I'm gonna fucking like. I know exactly what I'm eating.
You're gonna become a fucking vegan and shit where fucking
no carbs, no sugar,
avocado toast and all this bullshit.
Yeah, that's gonna be whack, but it's probably gonna be me. I'm gonna post avocado toast on my story on purpose, tag you, and then go hiking to the beach.
Fucking dog with the vest on and
fuck
shit
that.
like that because you're lonely.
Yeah, I get what's the French bulldog? Be the typical OC dude. Which those dogs are sick as fuck, but that's the way to go.
If I would only get one dog, and that's a boxer, and I've already.
Fuck, we got like 3 of them out here.
They're not mine.
Yeah, they're crazy though.
They're like in the family, but not mine.
Dude, we used to play this game when we were kids. It was called Run Away From Fucking Dogs. A stupid name. Same fucking as simple as it gets. But we would open the neighbor's yard because their dogs were trained not to cross the grass. They're that legit. It was a boxer and the other one was like it might have been like a lab or something.
Because they shocked the shit out of them, probably.
But they didn't have the shock collars. But they were just that trained. Literally fucking would open it. Woo, will fucking take off running.
Sandlot style.
And they'll stop at the grass every time. And it was like the most exciting thing for us. It was across the street from my house. And one time Tony got caught by the fucking boxer, dude. And fucking got his ass. Yeah, she was hilarious. But
Tony's not fast though, so
yeah, he'll claim he
I believe it. So what are we talking about? 6ix9ine's popping right now. I'm excited.
That song with Akon?
Yeah, I'm excited to hear that Akon song. It's funny how, and then he has one with Nicki Minaj. It's like Trolls or some shit.
Isn't that an older one?
I don't know. I think it's supposed to come out tonight or like early tomorrow.
He was working on one. Yeah, but they confirmed it was Nicki Minaj?
Mm-hmm. I guess the proceeds are going to some shit. I don't know. I don't see. That's what
he's trying.
What's fucked with me is I just read the headlines. I don't really read into the whole article.
Yeah, so I know what you mean.
I don't get far in life.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like I'll read the articles, but then there's so much clickbait out there that will just have fillers. Like the article doesn't really talk about it, and they'll kind of say something at the very end. They're like, "Oh, we kind of think this, but we'll let you know in the next fucking couple weeks."
Well, that's when you sent me that thing about Coachella and Lollapaloozas. I'm kind of excited to get my money back.
We can't though.
What?
Yeah, the cutoff was June 20th.
What the fuck?
I mean, not June 20th. June 4/20.
So what are they gonna do with They canceled
next
it
year. See, so I don't know. I don't know if this was okay. So this is where it gets tricky because I was talking to Caesar about this yesterday. So you couldn't get you had a certain date to get your money back. I think when it got postponed. Now that they're gonna get canceled, which is not official yet, I think now they're obligated to give your money back or a second round of it. So yeah. So
that's going to my weapon.
Dude, I'm so stoked on my Beretta.
Have you shot it yet?
No, I don't get it yet.
Oh, you don't have it yet? So what picture was that?
Oh, when I bought it.
So you have to wait 10 days.
Yeah. But I guess the DOJ is so backed up that I might not even, I might have to wait longer. I hope not. But they're going to text me and let me know. But I'm stoked on that.
And the price you said was not even crazy.
Yeah. It was a little bit more expensive than the other gun I was going to get, but it's worth it. Like that gun's like beautiful. Made in Italy, so it's like.
And what did they say when you went in there? Were they looking at you?
What do you mean?
Like, oh, well, this motherfucker just wants a gun because of the situation. But you already had him.
We were making fun of them, like of those people, because there were.
So when I go there, you guys gonna make fun of me?
But, I mean, you can tell, when someone, doesn't know what's up. Not that I know everything about guns. I'm not saying that at all. But fucking, I've had a gun for years now. I don't know how many years. I have multiple guns.
That's why I'm debating on if I should take someone with me or just go by myself. Because if I take someone with me, I don't want. It's kind of like, oh, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I mean?
I'll go with you when you're ready. That's what you just ask me, dude. No, that's what you're kind of like trying to do there. But it's fucking, it's cool, dude. Once you get in, it's just exciting. Every day is like, oh, I'm getting closer to it. I'm getting closer to it.
Yeah, but I'm scared to fail the test.
Oh, bro, that shit's easy as fuck. Dude, my dad passed it. And he's
What the
fucking.
fuck does that mean?
Well, he fucking he doesn't speak that good English.
There's not a Spanish test?
I don't know.
There has to be.
Oh, he might have took a Spanish one.
Yeah, see, there has to be.
But yeah, he didn't study it or do anything. He just fucking tried it. I mean, yeah, he shot guns before and knows gun safety, but like he didn't read no pamphlet or didn't know what to expect. Yeah, he has a 38 Super, which is pretty dope. He wants to get a 45. But
We'll see. It's coming soon. I think I might even apply, sign up with the NRA and everything.
Why don't you just get your gun license now?
I was reading the thing, but I want to do it all at one time.
Oh, you could do
I
that,
want to
but
pay
it's just
for
more
everything.
money.
I know.
No, but I suggest you do it now, just so now you feel obligated to get the gun, because I feel like you're gonna keep lagging it.
The only reason why I'm lagging is because I don't want to. I have the money, but I don't want to get rid of that money because then I won't have money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it'll take away from the money that I have.
Yeah.
So if the Coachella comes in, that's $800 because I bought 2 tickets. That's everything right there, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I know we probably won't get that money till next year.
But speaking about buying a gun, and there's a bunch of people that are scared, like so crazy. Like I stood in line. Me and my brother, he was a trooper because like, he wasn't buying a gun, but we stood in fucking line in the sun in Paris, fucking for an hour.
There's
that was short, dude. That was short because they could only let a certain amount of people in, and
there's that many people right now.
Dude, no, I went on Saturday and it was way the fuck back. I stood there for like a solid 40 minutes and it didn't move, and then I called it quits. That was last Saturday, and then I just randomly went with my brother, and it was like kind of close to the front, and that still took an hour. Because buying a gun's a process. You have to fill out all kinds of shit.
And you have to. You probably go in there, and they probably browse for a second too.
Some people do.
Or do you have to go in there knowing what you want already?
They try to do that. They ask you right away. She was like, "Hey, what do you want?" And I was like, "Oh, I want the XT40." She's like, "Oh, we don't have it." And like she almost turned me away, and I was like, "Oh, damn." I was like, "It said on the website." She's like, "Yeah, no, we'll be getting them soon." And then I was like, "Oh, well, can I see what you have?" And she's like, "We don't have much." I'm like, "Bitch, well, let me see what you have." She's like, "All right, well, come in," because they don't want to waste any time. Because if I'm just gonna go in there and be cheap and be like, "Nah," and then right away I was looking and I see the bread. I was like, sold. That shit was fucking beautiful.
And they let you hold it and all that shit.
Oh yeah. They ask you questions like, "Are you like a felon?" and blah 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 prior because you haven't signed anything yet. And then yeah, you just fuck with it, play with it. So that's cool.
I'll probably go on a weekday then.
That's the best. That's when we went. That's the best time to go. Yeah.
You went right when they opened, or?
So you can do that.
But what'd you do?
I went on the weekend, like midday.
So you went on the weekend.
I mean, weekday. It was like a Tuesday midday. Just like, because I know no one's going before work and just coming in late, and I know no one's really getting out early. It's like those people called off, so it's not gonna be that many people.
Well, I think it's because obviously people are getting scared.
Yeah, it's the protests are freaking people out, and
then plus
COVID-19,
and then I
economy.
guess they're saying that there's a second wave and all this bullshit.
I mean, dude, the numbers aren't stopping, and I get it that someone's gonna say, "Fucking, well, it's expected with the opening," which is true, but it's like it doesn't mean it's not there anymore.
I think it's something we're gonna live with. Plus the protests, you're having people in arms together, super close. Even if you have a mask on, the mask, bro, come on,
stupid.
That shit ain't hiding shit.
But honestly, like
shit.
I hate that I'm becoming one of those people that like, I don't hate it, but I'm like way less scared of it now.
Of what, COVID?
Yeah, before I still wasn't scared of it, but I was cautious. Now I'm like, I'm not gonna wear the mask to go in there, and
I only wear the mask because I don't want to look that crazy.
Yeah,
I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm gonna have to get into altercation because someone's bitching at me because I don't have a mask. I'll just fucking put on a mask. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But the times that I've done it's because I actually forgot the mask.
No.
When I went to the gun store, it's funny, and this is the culture of it. I purposely didn't wear a mask because it's like that's what all those motherfuckers are. You know?
They're not. That's
They don't
anti.
Yeah, it's anti the mask. Yeah. So,
No, we went to the beach and no one's wearing masks at the beach.
Orange County,
like,
everyone's laughing because Orange County they actually said no mask required in the whole city today, but they still recommend it, but it's not required.
and it's crazy how many people were at the beach when we went. It was packed. It was full.
Yeah, and the numbers are rising there too, but I think like Orange County, for example, they're realizing too, if you're fucking healthy, if you have somewhat fucking good condition, take care of yourself, then you'll be straight. You know, you can fight through it. But like just like fucking Andrew Schultz was saying in that podcast with Rogan, he's like, I would feel bad if I got my dad sick, you know, and that's the biggest worry. Is that I know I can handle it. And it's probably gonna fucking suck, but it would suck way more if because of my stupid actions. I got like someone's grandma sick.
But it's not even stupid actions. It's life. We can't just be locked in our house. We can't.
That's true too.
We have to. This is something we're just gonna have to live with. It's choose to either
there's gonna be a
stay in your home and just be scared of everything, be scared of life, or go out because you can get, like they say, you can get ran over, all this bullshit that they say. Yeah. But they're also stating.
Well, actually, the numbers went down of people dying from my car accidents.
Okay, well, that was a dumbass example because no one's going anywhere. But like suicide went up, like shit like that, like child abuse, spousal abuse, all that shit because you're stuck in your house. You lose your job if you're already suicidal and depressed. You have nothing to live for now, and then you're like, "Fuck it, I'm okay." Well, I'm just gonna go to the extra step then. Now, I have no money. I can't leave my house.
No, I'm not gonna lie, like that's on my mind because my room's like facing like the fucking driveway, so like I'll hear like an alarm go off or like someone kind of like making noise, like I'm a light sleeper sometimes, and I'm like that's the back of my mind, like all right, some motherfucker's desperate, you know.
It's getting to a point especially if we hit a second wave and they shut it down again.
I feel like that's gonna happen. I hope it doesn't, but I feel like it is. I don't see how it's not. And
then not everyone even got that first stimulus check.
Yeah.
The $1,200.
My brother still hasn't gotten it.
Okay, well then.
Bro, that $1,200 isn't shit. Like
it's
nobody
not
fucking
shit.
Like it helps some people, but what,
it's in my savings. It makes my savings look cool. Like I'm doing some shit.
but seriously, it's like if you're really trying, because there's people with their own spot and all, blah blah blah, barely making it every month, and they're fucking struggling. That $1,200 with them with no job didn't fucking move the needle at all.
That $1,200 with me.
There's people in serious debt right now. I guarantee it.
That $1,200 with me helped me get from the dollar menu to the I want a number 4.
That shit, you know,
that's what it helped me do.
That shit put my credit score up. That's what that did because I paid credit cards off.
My credit score is fucking horrible.
My shit, I'm looking good now, but there was a time when
Melissa's a white woman. Her credit score is it's like I didn't even know it could get that high. It's like high 7, almost 8. I'm like, I didn't even know how high does credit go.
They go high as shit. So I mean, I think I've never heard of like a 9 or anything like that. But Corey, Eric's roommate, he's a fucking white guy. He has like 8 fucking. I don't know exactly what it is, 820 or something ridiculous.
Mine's like 620. That's horrible.
He can probably go and buy any car he wants. Like his credit score is so good that he can go to. He was telling me his numbers. He'd go to the dealership, buy a brand new 2020 Honda Civic, and his payment was like $170 a month. Yeah, ain't nothing down.
It's a motorcycle.
Like they just trust him. like oh, you're good, bro. Yeah, so it's. I mean, credit's important, dude.
It's crazy how important. You can't get a house.
Yeah.
They don't trust you with a car, or you can buy any car you want. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna have an interest rate that'll rape you,
and you're just gonna pay $900 a month or some crazy ass shit like that. You might as well live in your vehicle if you want a dope ass car.
So
like that.
If things work out for me,
just keep your shit. You don't even have payments. Don't even talk about
down the line. Nah, I'm already thinking about it, dude.
Don't do it. Your car's legit, and there's no payments.
I talked to my work today, and I was like, hey, I know you know everybody. If I walk in here, he's like, bro, I'll get you straight to the owner. I was like, all right, you got a good deal, but I'm gonna wait. I'm saying if
my
things
car
work out,
isn't the
then
greatest.
things work out. Like I don't know, we're in a chain. Then things worked out. I'm gonna be the
Dope,
Brendan
dude.
Shaw of this podcast. Like
You don't
all of a
even-
sudden, I got a GTR.
Well, buy a motorcycle then, yeah, but not a whole new vehicle like.
Dude,
Even it doesn't even matter how much, if you could afford it or not and still be balling.
yeah, no, you don't want to.
Just the stress of it is just not even. It's not even stress. It's just knowing that that's just going to this fucking thing.
Yeah, trust me, I know.
And it's gonna be like 5-6 at least.
No, not if like I do it the way I was saying. Straight to the owner, bro. But like, you know what's pretty dope? Have you seen people ride the little motorcycles around? They're kind of like little
the pocket bikes.
They're like pocket bikes, but they're a little bit bigger, and they're super popular, especially when you go to the beach right now. And like they're street legal,
With thick ass wheels.
Somewhat, yeah. I mean, I'll show you a picture afterwards. But
Right.
they're blowing up right now. They're like only like $4,000, and like everyone's going around fucking.
Damn,
That shit's funny.
I can buy a fucking used Honda for $4,000.
Yeah, I know, but it's like it's a
my car
funny
was almost $4,000. My shit was $5,000.
But I don't know. Fucking. But that's the thing I want to talk about. So, did you actually see that like SpaceX? They had like their first manned mission. That was like at the height of the protest, the very beginning, and no one even paid attention.
No one wants to.
Elon just fucking blew it on that one.
I thought it was the SpaceX. Isn't the Blink 182 guy?
No, SpaceX is Elon Musk.
Who's the Blink 182 guy there? Is he attached to that somehow?
No,
he's
he's a
on it.
conspiracy theorist. So he quit Blink 182 to like really like use his money and find aliens.
Which they're saying that they're spotting in like Idaho and shit like that. Correct?
Oh, I guess that's leveled up. Like there's been like a high end. You were talking about it with Ruben. Like a lot more people have been seeing him over there. But
I think everything's just coming together, as in like this is the time for conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, no, like, this is like
time.
gold for conspiracy theorists. Like, you know how they look crazy this whole time? Right now they're like, I told you, bro, I told you. Like Ruben's like so fucking like he's on cloud 9 right now. But his next one, which because they already kind of said aliens are real because they didn't say that Navy
that they're
video.
not real.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we couldn't explain that one. So he says there's a conspiracy theory called Project Bluebeam. So that's the government's next thing where they're gonna fucking make it seem like there's fucking aliens, and then it's gonna fucking everyone's gonna come together. And that's when the new world order comes and blah blah blah. Like, dude, he gets so deep into it. I can't wait till he gets on the podcast because it's so crazy.
What I'm asking, because a lot of it seems like it's based in, or it has religious ideology and views.
No,
like there's an antichrist. Yeah, his are like, that's what I'm saying. When I was talking to him, I was like, so is this a spiritual thing? And he was like, no, it's just Lucifer. I'm like, well, it's spirit. It's like, so it's good versus evil. But then he just kept saying like, he was referring back to Lucifer and I think that.
So it's tough because I found that out through like talking to him, getting my cut with him. So there's a conspiracy theorist where they're just like the government, they, and it's like another fucking type
layer,
of another layer where
it's the government and then the government.
Like there's fucking
Lucifer,
lizard
like,
people and like or
all
there's
that weird shit.
or there's fucking people that like sacrifice things and drink
your soul
drink
and all that
little
shit.
kids' bloods, and they obviously like that whole Pizzagate thing with the molesters, like they get something out of it, and that's what they do to please Lucifer and all kinds of shit. I don't know.
Well, speaking on Pizzagate, I feel like there is something to that where powerful, rich people do take advantage or do the whole molestation of children and things like pedophilia.
100%, dude.
And like the whole Jeffrey Epstein, I watched the Netflix shit, and that thing enraged me so much.
I want to watch it. I haven't watched it yet, but I want to watch it because like I'm super analytical, so I want to like analyze that dude's responses and how he's carrying himself.
Oh, you could tell in his what do they call it, affidavits, like where they're recording him.
I just saw that one small piece of it because my brother watched it, where they're like interviewing him and he's like, I plead the fifth.
Oh, I want to plead I plead the like he did a whole bunch, like the fifth, the fourth, like the whole all this shit
Yeah.
for everything, and then he would, and then one of the dudes was like, "So, is your penis mushroom shaped?" Like some weird shit like that. He's like, "I want to plead." He's like, "Let me answer this." No, so my lawyers told me I plead the fifth. Like he had like it was a sheet, you could tell he was reading it, and then after a while he would just keep saying the same shit. But that makes me feel like, bro, you were doing some. It's obvious.
100%. Well, I mean, he got caught a couple times and got off and blah blah blah.
And that's another thing is if when you have enough money or power or blackmail, like you have something to put on somebody, like that DA or whatever, a district attorney, that
I didn't watch
car, whatever, Alex, whatever. He could have. They had enough evidence to put him away, but I guess they make like a backdoor deal where he got off. And he only had to do 8. You just have to watch it. It's just, it makes you so enraged that someone could get away with doing some shit like that to women, or even like worse kids. It's crazy
that you bring this up. I'm not gonna name any names, but a coworker was talking to me about that today. It's kind of going on with his daughter right now. So he was telling me his daughter's been missing for 3 days. He said the first time, she's like a runaway, and he's like, I hate to say it, but she's be hooking up with guys and shit like that. And he's like, you know, it sucks because I forget how old he is, but his daughter's 17. He's older, but he looks fucking young as shit, black dude. And so
black don't crack, baby.
Exactly. And he's cool as fuck. He's a homie, but he was just telling me, he's like, dude, he's like, you know, I grew up on the block. Like, he's done time and shit. He's like, you know, I knew dudes that used to turn out girls. I knew a dude that used to fucking have a girl
run trains
in his car,
pimp out
and he would pimp her out, and then he found out she's underage, and then she's doing federal. I'm like, fuck that fool. But
and a lot of them, that the whole pimp thing, they know they're underage, and they know that they can get into their mind easier and just be able to play them like that.
Oh, you want to make a little bit of money?
Yeah,
do it. Yeah. You've done it before, like. You know, it's fucked up.
I'll make a little bit of money. Hit me up, baby.
Get on his OnlyFans.
But what did he say? Is she like hooked on drugs or something?
No,
or
dude. And they told her, like, if you want to get out, get your shit together and just go. Like, or just tell us to go and we'll give you the starter pack. I'll give you some money and go. But she just ran away and they don't know what the fuck happened.
But I don't know. Because there has to be some underlying reason why she
That's what I was trying to talk to him. I mean? That's what I was trying to tell him. And he was just kind of like, bro, like, he was with the mom in Vegas, and then she came over here with me, and it's like, well, she has.
And that might be generalizing, just because we've heard so much things like when kids run away at that age, or at least females run away at that age, they've been already abused in some way, mentally, physically. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that's his situation, but it's either that or they met a dude like on the interviews we'd watch from Skid Row and stuff like that, when that dude would interview some of the chicks, they just liked a dude so much, so they got like hooked on certain things and turned out in that way. That's
exactly what I told him. I was like, dude, like, it's got to be some dude just in her head,
because it's fucked up. I don't know how to say this, but like, dudes have a weird, like, slick ass motherfucking dudes have a way that they're able to manipulate these females.
100%.
Like, when you're younger, like, if I was to have a daughter, I'm like, in high school, junior high, like, if this motherfucker says he loves you, he just wants to smash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't go for that.
Or unless it's like a fucking those dudes that are like, they think they're in love and shit, like, for real. But no,
I'm talking about love when we want to get that nasty.
But I'm talking about the slick dudes, yeah. So going back to the slick dudes, like, man, I mean, someone I know used to, like, even knew how to play the long game, where it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking pretend I didn't care.
Say that shit.
And boom, 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 and then.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say those motherfuckers that were like, waiting in the background, like.
Oh no, that's fucking
some shit. I hate that. I hate
shit.
fucking.
No, it's the dudes where it's like, oh, you know, nothing's gonna happen with this girl, so you just ignore her, and then eventually when she knows that you don't fucking care, that's when all of a sudden, yeah.
But the main game is saying "I love you" part.
That's bullshit.
Just to get you, like, when you have a daughter, like, just I'm gonna put her on game. Don't even mess with these high school kids or anything like that. Even with my 2 sons, I'm gonna tell them, don't mess with no chicks in high school. Wait till you get out of high school. Like, don't get in relationships and like that shit. You know what I mean? Like, wait, everything will be. You still got a long ass way to go.
I know what you mean. Bro. Like, I know people that, like, think they're in love, trying to get married right after high school. their whole fucking.
And at
20s
this
are
age, they're
gone.
already divorced.
Yeah, and they're already divorced.
They're-
Now they're like, fuck, I missed out on everything. Trying to go crazy, trying to make you party with them. You're like, bro, I did all that already. Yeah.
If you're gonna do it, if you got divorced now and you're 30, you got 2 good years if you're a chick to be out there in the club. Well, you probably have longer but you're not gonna find no one crazy. Like,
Yeah.
especially on these dating apps, that's what's one thing where I'm like, I'm kind of happy I didn't have to go through, because I don't think I would find it. I think I would just be smashing all the time.
What, with the dating apps?
Yeah, like it's there for you already. It's set up for you to already bypass all the bullshit, and you're just already.
Sometimes, but it's not like what you think. It's not like, oh, you match and like automatically they want to do it. Sometimes it is. Other times it's
Most
like,
times I hear it is.
yeah, they're on the. Yeah. I mean, it's okay. Let me rephrase that. So it doesn't take as much effort. Like if they're already on, that you guys met. It's kind of like, all right, 1 date, 2 dates, boom. Like,
Well, because once you get to a certain, when you hit 30s, and if you're not already like late 30s, early like 34, 35, if you're not already in a situation, then it's kind of like,
you know what we're here
everyone's already coming back from being in a long ass relationship. So they already have kids. They already have. It's gonna be crazy to find someone that's just on the same wave as you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'd be able to get with a female that already had multiple kids, or even one.
Yeah, same. I mean, one maybe. One I can probably.
What
do
age
it.
though?
Before? Oh no, you see, that's different.
Yeah.
So like if it's a little, like she's little, like if I really like I'm into this chick, then I'll man up.
You have to factor in the dad.
Yeah.
What's the dad situation?
I get that. But I don't know. But also, I think for me, it's like I would want to go after a girl that has her shit together, and it was doing kind of the same thing where she would just so focus on fucking her goals that she didn't have time for that. And now she's like ready. Fucking a gem, it's hard to find, but that'd be dope. That's like the best case scenario. If not, you're gonna fucking find a girl with fucking 10 kids.
So I'll get back to you in 2 years, and you'll have 2 stepkids.
Don't put that shit on me. Don't give me that energy.
They're like 10 and 11. That's like the worst. You know my dad. Don't tell me what to do.
My dad's gonna beat you up. My dad has a gun.
My dad's black.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just crazy, dude.
But we might not even make it that long.
You know what's funny? I almost forgot my laptop leaving the house right now too.
I would have been so upset. Yeah. Oh, we could have just ran it on this.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a next stage with all this, with the COVID and then the protesting, the looting, the riots.
What do you mean next stage? Like
what's next? I feel like it's building up to something. You don't feel that? You don't feel like a new, like there's an anxiety, there's a restlessness in this country where there's like something's gonna blow up to.
I understand what you're saying.
There has
especially
to be
with
it's not just gonna drop and die.
Especially
and
with like our president not being present. Like he was just quiet in a bunker.
Well, now it's gonna be. Isn't the new is this year, right?
Yeah. Normally it's war during this time to try to like get reelected.
Boost shit up.
Yeah, but
well, there is war. There's civil unrest in this country.
This isn't like
period.
a good thing.
No,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
The candidate normally they go to war to try to get like like people to be all patriotic. They're like, oh hell yeah, I'm with this guy. Like he's not backing down. Yeah. No, it does kind of feel like that, but at the same time, it feels like the worst of it's over. Like the looting and all the bullshit. Now it just feels like they're actually like to like a point where this is how I know. It's at a point where they're being peaceful and protesting, like sitting down. There was a bike one other day that seemed really cool because the news is going back to covering COVID slowly again. Because they're like, oh, we can't fucking get views off this peaceful shit. And that's fucked up, but that's a reality.
But how long will it be COVID? Because, okay, there's a second wave, and then it's going to die down. And then when it comes around this time of month again, it's going to be a third wave.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. Mark my words. So fucking second wave comes, and then it's election time. So it's going to be all about the election, the second wave, and the president saying, we're not going to shut down again because I'm for the people and the economy needs to come back up. And that's going to be part of his game plan.
So do we have a new president or no?
Fuck. Dude, it's going to be Trump. Like, as much as I want to say Sleepy Joe stands a chance, dude, that guy's...
That's what they thought with...
That guy's.
That's what they thought with like.
It's crazy
Just because we live in California don't mean shit. It does, but it doesn't.
like
Trump won, even though California still went to Hillary.
No, well, Hillary won the popular vote.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't.
It's electoral college.
That's what I'm saying. It does not give like. Even if I was to vote, I haven't voted ever.
Yeah, I vote, but
that shit. Don't look at
the first time I voted was for weed though. I remember.
Well, it's people look at me. I'm like, bruh, it doesn't. If I would have voted for Hillary anyways, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, like my thing is like so Biden from afar when he was vice president, I was like, oh, he seems like a cool dude. Him and fucking Obama chopping it up, they're best buds and shit. And then the book I read with the movie that came out, The Irishman, I Heard You Paint Houses. They talked about how the mob helped get him elected, like the unions. I was like, oh damn, that's crazy. Like he knows some shit, and he was like, you've been in the game for a while. But as soon as I heard him talk, like in the recent days and all that, I'm like, damn, bro, like this dude, he's not the guy. He's just not the guy. A new documentary came out on HBO about Trump's dad getting arrested when he was in his 20s at a KKK riot.
Rally?
Oh, yeah, rally. There you go. Well, it turned into a riot. That's why he got arrested. Yeah.
I think we need a younger president, at least like 50 or something. Not these motherfuckers that could just die.
Yeah, they still have those old thoughts and shit.
Yeah, like come on.
They like Trump, for example. That fool's old as shit. His dad still had the ideology of being like a racist dude. Even and his grandpa was from Germany.
I'm still on the thinking of how Joe Rogan explains it. Get the smartest people from every single thing, like economics and all this shit, and just have a fucking panel. There's no reason to have one fucking dude that just pretends to know all of it.
See, but it's already like that. That one dude doesn't fucking run the whole thing.
He gets to pick who he wants. I'm saying you get I'm guessing what I'm saying is you get the smartest person in that specific field, not get someone that you think is going to help your agenda.
That's kind of like they try that shit, like the United Nations. They do that with like.
But I always think, with that shit, there's an underlying agenda for everybody.
But don't you think that could turn crooked too, though? Because imagine if a group has that much power. What if the group just says, hey, fuck it. Let's all come together and just run this bitch. And that's like the whole new world order shit. Like,
fuck it.
Because if it's a president, he only has 4 years and he's out. You're going to do that with those 4 people?
No, but I'm not saying... Well, then, yeah, I didn't think about it.
Or with that group?
Yeah, I didn't give him a time
he has 8 years total, but if he wins both. You know what the salary is for a president? I don't know what it is now, but I remember it maybe like the last time, 160.
Well, I guess it's not a lot based on what Trump was already making. Might be more. Supposedly making.
Yeah,
he took a pay cut.
Well, a lot of them, they love running for president because they become rich.
Well, afterwards, right? Because they do the whole Hillary thing. They did all the speaking. So what happened with the trial? Because I haven't. Ruben brought that up to me where he was saying
she was
this
on
whole
trial that
COVID
day.
And the Black Lives Matter protests and all this is just to take away from the Clinton.
Those are emails.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not political. Like anything you guys ever hear me say about politics, about fucking everything, whatever you hear me say, do not fucking take advice from me. Like, just don't. Like,
unless we're beating our kids.
I say shit after a few drinks, after fucking work, after like average Joe, dude. Like, I'm just saying shit, and I don't fucking really look into stuff. Some topics I could probably like spit for a little bit, but I'm not the. I can't say that I'm like fucking an expert at like one certain thing.
I don't think anyone's we're not, at least in this, whoever's ever on this podcast is never an expert at one specific thing.
Yeah.
We haven't even been alive long enough to take interest in one thing that long. Unless you started when you were fucking 3 years old or some shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm 31.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact I don't really know shit still.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's crazy. And it's probably my fault, but still.
Yeah.
I know I don't know a lot of shit.
It's just those things where like, so it's one of those things where, you know, it's just the path, it's environment, so much that goes into it. You probably got busy, you had kids early, blah blah blah. So your mind was somewhere different.
But I think it's that, but as well, it's just this age.
Well, that's also an excuse. You could have just went for it.
No, but this this generation, because our parents at a younger age already were doing shit.
Yeah.
Like, not at least doing shit, but knew more than what I knew at 30. My mom already had probably like 3 kids living on her own. Like, she was figuring shit out already.
Same with my pops.
You know what I mean? They were already figuring shit out. And I don't know if it was like the cost of living obviously was
Did they have
down. Like, they were able to afford. It was crazy how
help? Oh, definitely cost of living.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy how they were able to afford to live in an apartment and shit like that and not have the greatest job in the world.
Yeah.
And now,
bro,
you need 2 incomes or 1 fucking amazing job or one amazing job. And like, in my situation,
dude, where I'm at now, I'm probably gonna be like around all these people that have had money their whole life, and I'm just gonna be like the outsider and shit. Like,
and
what's
then
up? I just joined the club.
Like, fuck. You're the new money.
Yeah,
you're the rapper.
Money. Yeah, I'm the rapper. That's what I'm saying. It's fucking like, it's crazy. Like, there's like different levels, but also like I always talk about this too. Like, so our parents, the cost of living was a lot different. Like, fucking my dad could buy a car for $1,500, a legit car. My mom bought a GTO for like $3,000.
And now those cars are like
ridiculous.
Like the Camaros that they bought. Like, Melissa's dad was like, "Oh, I had a Camaro for $5,000." Now, if you go look at that car and just try to get the body, you're at least paying $12,000.
Yeah,
just because it's an old car like that. Like, it's
So like, it's funny because I always tell my dad when we're kids, because he has mad pictures with mad cars, and I would be like, "Dude, what, Dad? Why'd you sell that? You motherfucker!" Like, because I had kids, you know, like, because like I needed money. But yeah, so my dad, when he came out here, he grew up in Newport. Like, literally, he showed me all his apartments and places he lived. He was 5 minutes from the beach. And we actually hung out with his homie that he used to work with at a restaurant that still lives in the same apartment where he used to live. It was crazy. So when I went to go get my place, I took my pops with me, and we had dinner with the dude that he hasn't seen in like 20 years. It was fucking cool, because they were talking about the stories from back in the day, how obviously they're immigrants. So my dad said one time he was just cruising PCH, and he went all the way to the very end of it, and he actually ended up on the other side of the border. But back then, if you were well dressed and had a nice car, they'll just let you across. Right. So he got lucky. But yeah, they'll talk about times where they got caught, they fucking sent him across the border, and then they had to find fucking ways to get back. It was just crazy back then. But it was super racist too. My dad was like, I was like, Dad, like, he's like, I was like, who'd you hang out with? Because my dad was good friends with the owner of the restaurant, some white dude that helped him out through it all. But fucking, my dad's like, I was like, was there any other Mexicans there? He's like, there's 40. I was like, what the fuck, 40? Where'd you come up with that number? He's like, no, we literally all knew each other. We all fucking worked in all the restaurants out here. I'm like, that's fucking crazy.
Well, when I moved to San Clemente after high school, I felt the stares. I don't know if it's racism, but I felt like, oh, what the fuck? Like, just because I dressed like I was from Riverside.
Yeah.
And I had the haircut from Riverside. Like, I had plugs and all. I had a fucking lip ring. Like, I was nothing what these kids were. And what you do find out is there's like a little ghetto everywhere.
Oh yeah,
like
100%.
There's less fortunate, and I wasn't even less fortunate. It was just like there's like people like me. You find that anywhere, you know what I mean? Like 100%. Little pockets. Yeah. But walking in the mall and stuff like that, you feel that tension, that stare. That you're like, what the?
There's people that fucking live in really nice areas, but barely getting by because they want a better future for their kids. You know, because they know if they grow up there, probably more opportunity, better schools, blah blah blah.
Well, that's what I tell Melissa. I was like,
Bobby Lee talking.
I need a fucking weapon, because if shit comes down, they're coming to these places. But people don't understand, just because this house is big and all this shit.
Yeah.
That don't mean like we're rich.
Yeah.
That just means everyone collectively is able to afford all this shit.
You told me your father-in-law got hit up a couple times, like wanting to speak to the owner or paint their fences and shit. Like, bro, I own this house. What do you? Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. But that's dope, though. I mean,
but I feel
it's
like
fucked up, but at the same time, it must be kind of gratifying. Like, yeah, motherfucker.
No, but it's people don't understand. Just because you live in a certain place doesn't mean you might just barely be able to. You know what I mean?
Like, we always had new cars and shit growing up, and I can't complain how I grew up. Even though 5 kids, 2 parents that worked their ass off every day. But my dad always said, like, you know, we have these things because I want you to get accustomed to it, so you work hard to get it too. Like, if I can do it, fucking coming from nothing, then you better do better, you know?
And that's another thing with social media and Instagram and all this. People are showing the best things that they have, and you don't know if they're in debt, how many credit card shits. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing I would tell just people. Period. They're just showing their good shit.
Yeah.
Like, don't try to base your life on what you're seeing on Instagram or what your homies are showing you or what the people you think are showing you. Like, I don't know. It's just
Speaking
that's
about
why I
that,
just get off that shit.
my,
Like,
my new gig, the fucking owner of the company followed me on Instagram. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I wonder if I should like low key start to block him. Like,
Nah.
I don't know. It's weird. Just don't post shit.
but you're rarely on there.
Yeah, I know. But at some point, I want to be like saying some shit, fucking around on there. But he was cool though. He was on Road Rules. So
what the fuck?
yeah, shit's hilarious. I'll tell you that story later. I was like, so who made it? Just you and Theo Vaughn?
He was on the same season.
Nah, I don't think so. But he knows him. Like they all know each other. The Miz, who's a wrestler now.
Oh, that's to do with all the shoes, huh?
Yeah, shoes.
Miz, he has like a shoe collection. I thought I seen him on
Maybe.
like Complex or some shit.
Maybe
Or
I know.
with someone else.
I
don't know.
Oh, I think you're thinking of Enzo Amari.
Oh yeah, Enzo. Yeah.
But yeah, what were we talking about? You're rich. Oh, like if you live somewhere, like doesn't mean necessarily you're rich.
Oh yeah, it's just don't fucking rob me, bro. I ain't got shit. That's basically what I'm trying to say. It's like, because when shit hits the fan, they're hitting Target, they're hitting all those bullshit places. They're coming over to fucking.
No, they did that in Beverly Hills.
Okay, that's what well, exactly. Then they're coming to the houses where they think people got shit, but people are just surviving.
Well, like
that's how there's
some
mad poor.
That's what I was gonna talk about.
Poor, struggling, barely making it, rich, wealthy, and fucking just old money. Like there's
generational wealth.
There's levels to this shit. Like
100%. Like,
and everyone's just me personally. I'm like a paycheck away from being on the whole nother
poverty
side of the fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like,
so
if shit gets worse and both of us lose our job, bro, we're fucking way the fuck over on this side of the street.
So what do I want to talk to you about? Oh yeah, so if you go to like LA in certain areas where you're like, damn, this is a nice area, but you see a fucking beat up Volkswagen in the driveway, that's probably because that's generational wealth. Like someone had that house when LA was old, bought it at a good price, and now they're handing it down. Mm-hmm. And my dad was talking about that because,
and that's like fixed already. You can't.
Yeah,
it's bought, so that they can't just keep making the rent crazy high. Yeah. They got it at a fixed price already.
Yeah, so if they own it, they own it. Just have to they have to pay property tax. So like my pops was telling me like all like the places we're looking at where I'm gonna be at, like that used to just be fucking hills, wasn't anything. He's like, people would buy houses, but you'll think they're kind of crazy out of nowhere. He's like, you don't think about that shit, but now you're like, you regret not looking into that because fucking rich people now. Like,
but a thing about living by the beach is that salt in that sea, like that fucks up your car paint. Like that sets a whole nother.
That's gonna help. Like, apparently like, the allergies are cool.
Well, when you have a house, probably those houses right there, they're like a bitch to keep maintaining because that's
Mexico put a stop to outsiders buying coastal land because you know out here a lot of Chinese people are buying like dope ass land and property
everywhere. Yeah.
So in Mexico,
slowly taking
you have to be a Mexican citizen to buy coastal property. There's still a lot in TJ, bro. Like you can buy a fucking lot by the beach for like 30 grand, which it seems like a lot, but it's really not. And before it was even cheaper than that. Like we're at where we like my family has like a little neighborhood, 15 minutes. But like I want to talk to my dad about getting dual citizenship, and apparently it's easier for us because my parents are dual. And obviously like I don't have the money to do that now, but eventually I want to do that. That'd be dope. Like imagine like when we're older, fucking the podcast blows up.
All I'm saying is buy a cover for your car, cause that sea salt will fucking eat that shit away. That paint.
I'm thinking big, fool. You're thinking about fucking covers.
I'm just thinking. I'm thinking about tomorrow. For you. I'm thinking about you.
Damn, you gotta tell everybody I live by the beach, you asshole.
Damn, sorry, Mom.
Now I'm gonna look like a dick
Edit
on the
that
podcast.
Right near the beach,
Come on,
boy.
you gonna come through and hike and shit, bring the kids?
Probably not. I'll tell you yes now, but nah. That shit.
You have to visit. I'll be bored as shit. Already got fucking.
I hope you have
Paul says he'll
internet
come
and
through.
shit.
Yeah, I got.
Well, I know Paul will. He likes taking missions like that, but
Tony's gonna go. Machete.
yeah, those dudes have shit else to do.
What the fuck? That was he's married with the kid.
Who
Machete.
is he?
Yeah, has his own place and everything.
Oh shit.
That's mad responsible. Owns his own
Well, he's
business.
trying to get away.
Yeah. Little Tony can't fucking wait. He's gonna fucking hang out with me tomorrow. The next day he's gonna help me move. Like,
Damn.
yeah,
Nah.
he'll be out there. Watch.
One day.
But what about the whole thing with the work? So they're making you guys go back and stuff.
Well, next week I do 4 days. This week I did 3. So I think slowly we're getting back into it. It's weird how I feel like it makes me mad that I have to work the next day. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm so used to going in every other day at least, or only 3 times. But
Bro, I
the
go
day
in
goes by
one
quick.
day
See, that's crazy.
and I leave. Like, I fucking
Don't even do the whole day.
I'm getting hate from like just there's always that one lady that fucking just hates, but it's funny because I just show up, fucking everyone's cracking up. I'm like, have good relationship with everyone, like I know the ropes, and fucking and then like I just all right, let's see ya. Like
At lunch or something.
like it's funny because like when I first started like getting into like working for bigger companies and shit like that, like I would see those guys and I would always be like, fuck, they're lucky. Like, how do you get to that point? And like they just get away with anything. Like they're there 1 minute, they're gone, they do whatever they want. That shit's fun.
What about? No, I don't know. Never mind.
Yeah, no, you can't talk about that. But
Never mind.
yeah,
They're gonna be lonely when he's sleeping in a big old apartment by yourself. You have the lights
I
on.
only want to do it for a year and then save up and get a crib. That's the plan, but
Out there or like Orange
fuck
County?
no, you can't afford that. But
Well,
it'll be somewhere like
in the middle,
yeah,
the
like
hills,
the poor side of Orange
Anaheim
County.
Hills. What, Garden Grove?
Yeah,
That shit's still expensive though. Westminster with all the Asians.
Shit, I don't care. But what was I gonna say? Fuck, what the fuck was I gonna say? I don't know, dude. But
We're doomed. That's what we want to say.
yeah, I was thinking about like fucking this whole COVID thing. I just like I don't know what's gonna happen with it. Like right now, yeah, things seem fucking like they're good and blah blah blah, but shit could be fucking different tomorrow, and like I'm taking this huge risk.
Well, I seen a headline where it was like Arizona's 300% up in a new COVID fucking like positive test or whatever the fuck they're saying, and we're going to Arizona in July. I was like, fuck. But Havasu, people been not giving a fuck.
Yeah,
They're out there partying like they care fucking less. And I think that's just how we're just gonna
It's
get back
fucked
to
up.
normal, bro. Fuck it. Like,
it's fucked up because I didn't finish it, but the Joe Rogan and Andrew Schultz podcast, like Joe Rogan, because he was really scared about it and everything in the beginning, and like in that podcast he was like not so scared anymore, and I'm like, I trust Rogan. Like it's funny how like I'm like if he's doing it then it's fine.
well,
like,
it's at a point where people are making fun of it now.
yeah,
Like, it's the new flu, baby. Like, cold, all that shit. Stop being fucking fat asses. That's what it is.
you got to be healthy. If anything, it's a
Yeah.
wake up call. Like take your vitamins,
Go fucking walk.
take supplements,
Go walk.
go walk.
Not that difficult. Get a fucking treadmill for $60 on wherever. On what's that app?
Offer up.
OfferUp. This is what I do.
Hell no, not $60.
Well, you probably can find one for $60. I put my phone right there and I finished The Boys.
Oh, you
On
have a treadmill at
Amazon.
your crib?
Huh?
You have a treadmill?
Yeah, we have a treadmill. And
Is it a good one?
Yeah, it's cool. Goes. What the fuck's a good one?
Because I've had a couple like in the past, and I fucking
It has
hate.
the incline, all that shit.
Yeah, but I hate when like you're stepping on it and it doesn't feel like the gym ones where it doesn't absorb your weight. So
Oh
it
no,
just,
this one doesn't absorb your shit.
it does or doesn't?
No, because you can hear.
You can
it,
hear
like,
that. Yeah, I see. I can't stand that. I can't fucking
You
stand
only gotta live with what you got, baby.
Yeah,
like
that's
make
true.
it work. But I just put my phone right there and I just put the ear pods in and I just watch it and just jog, bro. It's not that difficult.
Yeah.
You're gonna sit in the house and watch something. You might just go fucking either walk or jog and watch at the same time.
Yeah.
Technology. It'll make I fucking hate running
Technology.
unless I'm running after a ball and there's a reason for me to run.
Yeah. What's like the least favorite workout?
Running.
Really?
Yeah, that's
I don't know
boring as
for-
fuck.
For me, I don't mind that when I get into it. For me, it's more of like the
Squats or some shit.
fucking with the way I don't like that shit. Probably because it kind of fucking hurts like squatting down. But I mean, I did it before, and I mean, I've done it before.
I know.
But I don't really like doing that.
Sometimes you get a lot of people. You
It
can
hurts right
tell.
here in your neck.
No, it even builds a little like scar tissue right here,
Oh yeah.
just because you have the bar on there so much. So people will either put. But you're a pussy if you put the fucking
The little pad on there.
or a shirt or some shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the punching bag. I mean,
Bro, my
you still hitting that shit?
Well, fucking styles, dude. I'm ready to get in a fucking altercation.
What do you have it on a
My
chain?
combos is down and everything. Yeah, it's on chain.
Is it hanging in the garage or do you have it on the pole?
I have it on the kids' jungle gym in our backyard.
Or do you have
Where
room
the
to
swings
circle
were,
around
yeah.
it though? Oh,
Well,
okay.
You know where we had 3 swings. I
Okay.
took 2 swings out and I put in the middle one.
Oh, okay.
So I can
Because
go all the way
to
around.
me, like what I like about it, like at LA Fitness, for example, like I don't like just being able to punch forward because that to me that doesn't seem real. Like you're punching it, yeah, you move left, you right, whatever. But if I can circle around it and footwork, like that's when I'm like, okay, I'm getting something out of this.
Yeah, but I start off with 100 my left, 100 right, 100 right, 100 left.
Oh,
Boom.
you're just practicing the same.
Yeah, just to get my movement down right. And then I start moving around. And then
You do combinations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move. And then just walk around the bag. So
Yeah.
100, boom, boom, go around the bag. 100, boom, boom.
Did you
boom.
watch the 30 for
Boom,
30
boom.
with Bruce Lee?
Not yet. I need to watch the
Dude, there's so much shit that I had
Lance
no
and
idea.
that one.
I want to watch the Lance too. That one, I still haven't seen the Jordan one, which I know I should watch.
But this
Yeah.
is like the hardest time right now is where I want to watch so much stuff. I just don't. For some reason, it stops me from putting in. Like, I don't want to start it
Because I'm the same way.
because I have like something where I'll just jump to something else. Like,
Yeah.
for some reason, I can't commit to a show like that. Like
See-
The Boys, I've watched all because it was short, 8 episodes, and I was able to do it at work.
Yeah.
At home, I'll just be like, this shit's fucking like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No.
I should
I
be
mean, now
doing
that I have
something else.
Warzone, I don't even watch shit.
Yeah, see.
Like every once in a while, when we're not doing good, or I feel like I'm not doing good, I'm just fucking holding everyone back. I just want to get off to fucking get on and watch a show. But, yeah, I'm the same way. But I want to get to definitely the Jordan one, The Last Dance. But the Bruce Lee one was good. That one I had to watch because like,
How long was it though?
I want to say like an hour. Because my pop's like big fan. He was a bigger fan of Chuck Norris. He met him and he actually his Chuck Norris went to his dojo because when I used to do the fucking like everyone did in the 80s the karate shit. But he also boxed and so when we were growing up he'd always fuck with us and teach us and stuff and he'd always talk about those stories. So I was like, all right, I want to see what that era was like. And then it kind of brought me back where it's like every fucking celebrity wanted to learn fucking karate. Yeah. Fucking didn't
Wu-Tang
Elvis,
and
Fat
all that
Elvis?
shit.
Yeah. Wasn't Fat Elvis a karate guy?
I've never really got into Elvis. I don't understand. I don't like any of his music.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, I just.
if I hear it,
not my
I
style,
know it
that's what
and I don't mind it, but I can't say that I can name
The only song I know is like.
Blue Suede Shoes. Is that a song or is that an album?
The only one I know is Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog or something.
Oh yeah, Ain't Nothing But a Hound. Yeah. See, so there's classics out there, but yeah, I don't understand the.
And I only know that part. That's not even a classic to me. Like.
And I feel like an asshole because there's some old timer right now. If they're listening, they're like these fucking young guys, these pieces of shit.
But didn't he steal all his shit?
It was written a lot of it from black dude, and the culture and movement was all taken from black jazz culture. But I mean, it's kind of hard because it's like if he grew up around that and he saw that, then is it really taking? It's just kind of like that's what he liked, so he did it, or was it actually like someone saying, "Yo, this is the way to do it"?
I think at a certain point
tough,
there is that type of person where, because even in some of the movies that they have or documentaries, they'll have a song done by a black person or a black band,
and then a white dude,
and the white dude does it, and then he's on radio, so everyone thinks that he did it or some shit like that.
Did you ever watch? I'm not sure. This might be a dumb question. Did you ever watch Richie Valens? The movie?
La Bamba.
La Bamba, yeah.
La 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 Bamba. Yeah.
No. What happened?
The dude, his brother. Right? That's like the famous part where he pulls over his shirt like that.
I remember.
What?
Damn. What is he doing some coke or what?
When he's doing a picture, when they're about to take a picture, and he puts his shirt like this.
Oh no, I don't remember.
Fuck, I think it's like this.
No, I just remember. Is it Ricky? No,
that's a fucking.
No, I'm thinking Richie.
That was Ice Cube and shit. Richie.
Yeah, Richie. Yeah, Richie.
His mom screaming when she finds out the plane went down.
Basically said that you're the wrong one. Died. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
that shit's fucked up. Yeah, Richie. But then another celebrity died in that too.
Yeah, some fat white dude.
Yeah.
Forgot what it was.
I don't know. That's crazy. Like everyone that Hispanic or Mexicans basically had. Richie Valens, dead. Selena, dead.
Selena's.
She was more of a Spanish artist, but who was that girl that died in a plane crash too?
Jenny
Rivera, dead. We never had we haven't had
SPM prison.
No, actually, the goat that's still kicking and
ODM
up there. No, what the fuck? No, the is oh fuck! I have the poster in my room and I'm fucking up. He's not fucking. He
what is Art LeBeau?
He's a white dude.
Is he?
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck! It's Kid. Oh my god! I'm fucking up right now.
You said Kid Frost?
The best fucking guitarist.
Santana.
Yeah, Carlos Santana. There you go. Dude, he performed at Woodstock. Santana. First time he did acid. I knew a guy that ran into him all the time when they were younger. Old coworker of mine. He was like, that dude was always on drugs.
What was that one Mexican dude that was super dope? I guess back in the day, and he just disappeared.
Oh, Rodriguez.
And then they found him in some weird
Santo Rodriguez.
They found him in some weird ass place.
So,
and
we got to talk about this.
Hidden.
And what I like, Joe Rogan used to fucking talk about him a lot. Like he used to promote him all the time. So, and shout out to Eddie Bravo. He's a legend too. Mexican dude that fucking beat one of the Gracies. Like, he's from Santa Ana. But yeah, fucking. So Sixto Rodriguez. If you go on Netflix, it's a documentary called Rodriguez. Watch it. Whoever's listening, or fucking 2 listeners, watch that shit. So Sixto Rodriguez. So he was a guy that like back in the 60s, I believe the 60s, 70s, he was a guy kind of like he was before Bob Dylan, like that type of style where he had these cool stories, but it was also like poems.
It's like folk type shit.
Yeah, but he was just talented dude that fucking was able to like portray a really good story in his music. And so he did this album called Cold Facts, and he thought nothing happened. It was just not the right time. There's a lot of racism back then. America wasn't ready for for that type of dude to blow up yet, from what the documentary says. And so, long story short, somehow that album got bootlegged and made it to South Africa, and South Africa
cult following.
It became a cult following. Like everybody knew his music. Nobody knew of like where this guy was from or anything, but it was played at every barbecue, every party, everything. Like they knew him. It was like their anthem. Long story short, someone just went out and tried to find him. This guy was like this interesting dude that tried to run for president or mayor, some shit. He worked construction. He was just an average Joe. They found him. And then now he's just touring all over the world. They brought him to South Africa. He's like a fucking legend. He's like literally like their Elvis. Like, it's insane. Like, it's just crazy. All off of like a bootleg CD. And they screwed him over. Like Motown, I guess he was selling all this fucking music, and like they never gave him money. He was just poor as fucking Detroit. That's the guy you're talking about, right?
Yep.
You didn't add nothing to that.
I didn't know all that. That's why.
You don't watch the documentary?
Nah.
Motherfucker, would you hear from then, Joe Rogan?
I remember I heard it from somewhere, but that reminds me of this. I just started watching it. I didn't finish it yet. The Franco brothers are in it. The Disaster Artist.
Oh, that's a good one too. Have you watched the original?
No, I haven't seen the original.
As you
I'm
said-
watching the one that Franco made.
Andrew Santino's in that for like a second. They
The
talk
original?
about it. No.
Oh, I was gonna say, what the fuck?
No, in the Disaster Artist.
Oh, okay.
So they talk about it on Bad Friends because did you see the Wrong Missy on Netflix?
Oh yeah, that movie made me mad.
Bro, it's
She
so
made me so
frustrating,
mad.
but it's so good because it's so frustrating. But Bobby Lee's in it, but he's
Oh,
like
yeah.
barely in it. So he talked about how his energy wasn't there because he felt like, oh, it's a small ass role. And normally he'll do whatever it takes to just stand out. But he felt bad about it. Same thing with Andrew Santino said, Disaster Artist. He was so excited to be in that movie, but he's just like literally in it like a couple of times, but doesn't say anything. It's like that's just part of the game. But watch the original of Disaster Artist after you're done watching
Is
the
it
movie.
free? Well, it's
I'm
called
sure
The
you can find
Room.
it. Yeah, The Room. And it is so bad, it's hilarious.
But I was reading the
story?
Wikipedia or whatever that's called on the dude, the actual guy,
Mhm.
and it's like so mysterious
It's
on
a
how
psycho.
he had the money.
They don't know
I
how he had
guess
the
he
money. They
made-
don't know how old he is.
Yeah.
They don't know where he's from. Yeah.
Supposedly he
Watch the
bought, like-
original, bro. Like you're gonna
like-
trip the fuck out.
factories or some weird shit like in LA where he would just rent them out, and that's how he made his money. I was like,
Nobody really knows. And like
it's so crazy how you could keep it like that.
When James Franco won an award for that movie, he tried to talk, and James Franco was like, "No," because he's such a nut. He says the weirdest, most random shit.
I want to hear I need to YouTube the original dude talking because Franco, I don't know.
It's
how
like
he's
that.
is
Franco did a
that?
good job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's weird like
Do you
that.
think it's cause that's how he is because that's how he learned English, or because of the accident, supposed
Yeah, I think
accident?
it's an accent. I think he's from Europe somewhere. Dude, it's I'm telling you, watch the fucking original. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is going
And was
on?
he smashing on that dude
The dude?
on Mark or the
No,
that
just like his
dude
little
with the
best
other-
friend.
I
or
was like,
whatever.
there's like a weird
Yeah.
sexual tension between.
Well,
them.
because I'm telling you, like it's really hard for me to like. You have to watch the original because the acting is so bad. It looked like they were gay together. Like it was just, it's fucking hilarious. You have to watch it, and that's how it had the cult following because it was just so bad. It was hilarious, but so addicting to like finish. You're like, I just want to keep watching this. It's weird. But Disaster Artist, you gotta watch that. Let's wrap it up. So,
Wrap it.
damn, I always think about I should say the email in the beginning, so because I don't know if people get this far.
Oh,
So info@7125media. Send us something. And then our website 7125media.com. We're out.